Oh, you still ain't showed up.
Yep,
Action. Hey,
I'm not there. Where am
welcome,
I?
welcome to Two Blurred Girls. And the reason why we're a little bit late is because I forgot to push the go live button, and I was
Uh-oh.
just talking.
We were just talking away like it was nothing. Like that big old live button wasn't showing up. He was like blah 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 blah.
Oh, I think everybody that watch our show kind of expects that we're kind of kooky and crazy, and we may be
Yeah,
a little bit late.
we're special. We're
Yeah,
special. We're the
we
special
are.
podcast.
We
You know,
are.
yeah, we're the nerdy black women who are special.
Yes, yes. Oh, so welcome to Two Blurred Girls. I'm Tamika. Ta-
Hello.
Tamara is here. She's off to the side.
I refuse to show my face because of I went back to dreads. Actually, I'm doing two strand twists right now,
Okay.
and I am in the ugly phase. So
Mhm.
my hair refuses to stick down. So I'm not showing my face because of it.
Yes, yes. It's okay.
Mhm.
I just happened to put this um rib or whatever this thing is headband on
I
because
wish I
I
had one.
I had curls, but then my hair decided I don't want to cooperate today. So, and then I was like, you know what? Just like it's doing now,
Mhm. The joys of hair. The joys
hair,
of hair.
joys of hair. Yeah, I did go natural, but I've betrayed the tribe of the natural women and
Mhm.
got my perm. So now
How dare you? I'm just
I'm
kidding.
trying to get back into the swing of things with perm hair. But
Mhm.
anyway, we'll
That's a
have another
different. That's a different
episode.
podcast.
We'll have a different episode on hair somewhere
Yes.
down the line. But now, what the people want
Yeah.
is more Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, my all-time, well, one of my all-time favorite animes. I used to watch this back in the day when I was in college, actually.
Oh wow, what year
Mhm.
was that? Do you remember?
Actually, no, I wasn't in college. I got kicked out of college. It came out in
Ooh.
2009. So I was in Kentucky with my ex.
Ah, okay, cool, cool.
Hmm.
All right.
You might be
So,
listening.
and that's why we're rolling on.
All
So,
I can say is
so
fuck.
we're gonna try to review episodes 4 through 8
Yes.
within a short time span. But
Yes.
I just get an overview. Episode 8 is Ed and Al. They're being attacked by
Yeah.
this mysterious serial killer like guy who is called
Hmm.
the Scar.
No,
And
no, no, no. That's episode um
oh, 4.
four. Episode 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But
sorry. Episode 4.
actually, no, it's more like episode 5. When was he attacking? Because I remember when he attacked Ed and Alphonse, he 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 touched Alphonse and Alphonse got into pieces, and then um Ed's arm fell off. So I think that's episode 5. Episode 4 is the most disturbing episode that everybody hates, and they still hate this man to this day.
Ah, Tucker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good old Tucker, may he fuck off.
Dun, dun. Yeah. All right, you got it. Episode 4
Hmm.
is um but yeah, no, I well, they probably didn't fight, but the mysterious stranger did come into town.
Yes.
Iron Iron Blood Alchemist. Well, that's the alchemist, but he meets this killer,
Hmm.
and that's right. Um, whatever. So anyway, let's just get on with the show.
Well, before they knew who he was just going around killing the
Yeah,
military,
yeah.
and they didn't know why. So he killed um Iron Fist guy,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and there was investigating about it, and then um they had to do like a session for their, I forgot what they called it, but it's something they had to do for until the next day or something, or
Mhm.
week or so or something like that. So they was trying to do more research about certain stuff. So that's how come they met asshole Tucker.
Yes, but
because he knew about the Philosopher's Stone, and,
yeah,
and they
the
talked about his wife.
sewing life alchemist.
Yes.
Yeah, they were interested in bioalchemy.
Yes.
So they met this guy Tucker, and the reason why nobody likes Tucker we'll get into in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tucker he's an alchemist,
Mhm.
and what I found interesting, well, besides Tucker and his
Mhm.
foolishness, was that like the alchemists, they have to go for a recertification. I think
Yeah.
it's 3 years. So I
Mhm.
found that really interesting. If they
Yeah.
wanted to remain state alchemists,
Mhm.
now, the renegade ones, you don't have to worry about a recertification. But Tucker wanted to remain a state alchemist, so he was trying to figure out the next research because they have to present research to
Mhm.
the board in order to keep their certification. And this research drove Tucker mad.
Yes. And the thing is that they mentioned the story about his wife ending up missing because she left 2 years ago,
Mm,
and that right there, like I knew about the story. That's how upset it makes me because I watched this like years ago, but they didn't know why his wife was missing. Like, why did she run off and everything? So, yeah, he's a yeah, he's nobody likes him. That's all I can say.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, like I said, Ed and Al were there just to find out more about bioalchemy,
Mhm.
and they found out he's some type of expert in it, and he did all his research. And they were
Mhm.
in his library, and they met his daughter Nina and
Oh.
a dog Alexandra, who always seems to pounce on Ed
Mhm. Which
and
is
knock
so
him.
funny. He's so
That's
tiny.
so funny.
Oh, Ed. He's so small. Oh, that was so funny.
Then every time you pounce on him, he scream and threaten him. I'm like, it's a dog. What are you doing?
Oh, it was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And you know, I think the part that was I guess one of the parts that was sad or that had foreshadowing for sadness is
Mm,
when Tucker found out that he has the assessment day was coming. And the
yes.
assessment day is what we were talking about earlier. Assessment day is basically they're assessing your research to make sure it's up to par with being a state alchemist.
Mhm.
And he was really stressed out about assessment day. And Nina was asking her dad, Tucker, what's assessment day and why are you so stressed out? And he was trying
Yeah.
to figure out the next research that will wow the, I guess, the state board for him to keep his certification.
Mhm. So he can stay as an alchemist. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Maybe you can hang out with Daddy tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, here you go. Here comes the sad part."
Which I should have known something was off because she was saying that her dad is always so busy
Uh huh.
with his alchemy that he hardly has time to play with her and Alex, which is the dog.
Yes.
And that triggered Ed because he started to have a flashback to when his dad was so busy
Mhm.
working on alchemist projects that he wouldn't have time for him or his brother Al.
Yep.
So I should have known something was off when the dad was like, "Hey, why don't we go play together?"
Yeah. We'll play together tomorrow, okay? Let's do that. And she was so excited.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gosh.
And then the next day, Ed and Al came back to their house, the Tucker's house, and they saw him, but he was with a creature. And
Mhm.
he was so happy about the creature. and he was teaching, like he was like, the teacher, I mean the creature can actually speak words and it can say something. Can you say Edward? And he was like, Edward, Edward. I'm like, oh no, oh no. And then when it says Big Brother Edward, that's when he realized that it was Nina.
Yeah, because at first he was fascinated. He's like, "Oh wow, dang, look what you did!" And the
That is so
creature was
cool.
basically, it looks like something from oh my gosh, I just had that show in my head, Crystal something. But anyway, it looked like some giant Muppet with
Mm-hmm.
long hair.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we found out that, like Tamara was saying, the creature was his daughter mixed with
Mm-hmm.
the dog.
Yeah.
And then you see all these other experiments in his basement, and those are other creatures. Those are other humans that were been transmutated.
Into like what do they call them?
Um, gosh, I forgot what they called them.
I will find it.
It was something shimmery,
Soul binding. Okay.
something like that.
There is a name for it. We just gotta look for it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I when I saw that, I don't- I didn't have any words. Like my mouth was open. I was like, "Wait, what?" And
Mm-hmm.
then the dad, he was like, "Oh, look what I did. I can get to
Mm-hmm.
keep my certification." And Ed is like, "You stupid moron. How could you do that to your daughter?"
Right. This is your child.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but what my certification, I get to keep that. That's what's most important. And I was flabbergasted. I was like, this man just doesn't have a conscience.
None. That's whatsoever. The only thing that he wanted was him to be staying as a state alchemist. And
Yeah.
he didn't want anything else. And the sad part is that Ed Ed asked him how, like, how many years ago was your wife missing, and he was like 2 years. And then he asked him about, when did you create that creature? 2 years ago. And that's when he realized that that creature was his wife that
Mm,
said to kill me.
mm, mm,
So he did the sewing life to his wife,
mhm,
to another animal. So she
mm,
turned into that particular thing.
mhm,
And what he did to Nina, she put her and Alexander together.
mm,
It was just
mhm.
terrible,
Yeah, yeah,
terrible,
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. And you see him clutching his metal certification. I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was he was clutching it while his daughter, and then the sad part was his daughter, she didn't even say, "Why did you do this to me?" She was just like, "Dad, happy."
Yeah, she made her daddy happy.
Yeah,
And that's the only thing that it is sad that that's the only thing that she cared for, is to make her daddy happy and
yeah.
not the other way around. And the thing is that when Ed asked him where was Nina and Alexander, that right there just broke everything apart.
Mhm, mhm,
So yeah, this I feel like this story or this episode is like on people's list of the most hated character in the world, because people cannot stand him, and they was really happy when Scar killed him, but sad when Nina got killed by Scar.
yeah, yeah. Cause Scar, um, let's say he's like this serial killer. I call him.
Yeah.
He's just killing all these state alchemists, and then you find out he's this religious fanatic. I like
Hmm.
to call him. And I'm just finding out in this world of brotherhood, there's purists,
Hmm.
alchemists who are like they don't work for the state. They're just alchemists in their pure form.
Hmm.
They abide by the code of laws.
Mhm.
Then you have alchemists who work for the state and they're hated. They work for the state military
Mhm.
and they're hated because they're often called the military dogs. Like they do
Mhm.
the government's bidding
Mhm.
and they wrangle in these outlaw alchemists.
Mm.
So I think that's pretty interesting so far that I'm getting from this whole series.
Yes, but I wasn't getting that part. But you got it. I
Oh
knew who.
yeah, yeah, but yeah.
This I feel like this is your like I've seen this before. Like I've seen like this series so many times
Mhm.
that I actually know what happened, but I can't spoil it to you. So I let you go ahead and like say your theories, and I'm like, okay, uh huh, yeah, uh huh, yeah. He's an alchemist, all right. Like, yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, mm-hmm. That's all I can say. I can't say nothing more. You just gotta wait and see.
Mhm. Yeah, see what the end gonna be. Like the
Yes.
old people used to say.
Yep. That's all you have to do.
But yeah, Scar he killed Tucker
Mm-hmm.
because
Which I
of
was
the
happy.
creation that he did with his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and then he killed his daughter to put her out of her misery. And I found it interesting. After that, he was praying,
Mm-hmm.
which is so odd. He seems like some radical apostle. Like he's following some type of religious doctrine of alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he
Oh,
seems like
you
to
will
me.
see more about him.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I will, because now we roll into the episode 5,
Mm-hmm.
where there's the aftermath of
Mm-hmm.
Tucker being killed by Scar, and
Mm-hmm.
now they're still looking for Scar.
Yes.
So, what stood out to you in episode 5?
Um. Basically, the fight between Scar and Ed and Alphonse.
Hmm. Hmm.
I like that fight. Not as much as the other fights, but it was just interesting on how he was eyeing the boys and everything. And Alphonse was telling Al to run away, and he says, "No, I'm not gonna run." Because Alphonse, like, he touched Alphonse's armor, and his armor broke, and Scar was shocked that there was no body inside that armor.
Hmm.
I was like, ha, yeah, it's just the soul, bruh. It's just the soul,
It's just a soul, bro.
bruh. It's just the soul. And
How
that's
you
it.
imagine him saying that when
Yeah.
he took his bottle off? He's like, "What is this?" And then he says, "It's just a soul, bro.
Yes, it's the soul, bruh.
I'm a
But
soul brother."
I feel like we're missing something because remember that scene in that city where Father Cornelia was there, and he was
Yes,
talking to his people,
yeah.
and the people started murdering everybody, and he
Mm.
was just like ha 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 ha, ha. Like he was like laughing all evil. I Were you shocked to see him again? Like I wasn't shocked. I knew that wasn't him. But what was your reaction when you saw him again?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, lust and gluttony still using him? Oh, okay, all right,
Mhm.
that's shocking." But then when the reveal came that it's another sin, which is envy,
Mhm.
basically masquerading as Father Castillo, because
Mhm.
apparently they killed the original Father Castillo in the previous episode.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, dang, envy. Okay." Like I'm slowly being introduced to all these deadly sins.
Yeah, the homunculi is basically. But
Oh,
I like I told you, there is one particular sin that you're gonna be shook. You're gonna be like, you're most definitely gonna like use that face. So like, what?
oh, the face I always use I call it a sexy goldfish.
Yeah, the
Like the
sexy
two big
goldfish
eyes
face.
and the lip that turns downward.
Yeah, but the thing is about these things, it's just like very interesting about them. And gluttony still want to be like, can I eat those people? And Les was like, no, darling, you can't. I'm like, oh my gosh. And John Henry would be like, that's me. I'm like, yep, you're gluttony. Yep, you're
Mm-hmm.
gluttony, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I eat those people? I like how it said, "Can I eat those people?"
Hmm.
And in the previous episode, she's like, "I don't want you to get heartburn or
Right.
indigestion from that."
But yeah, he still ate them.
Yeah.
And then it was so funny. And then after Envy revealed himself, uh, which is funny, back in like a long time ago, I was confused about Envy. I'm like, is Envy a male or a female?
Mm.
You can't really tell. So when I heard them say him, like I'm like, oh, okay, he's a male. So I always stick with that. But when Envy turned like revealed himself, the guard was like, "Wait, you're not that? You're some kind of monster." And Envy was like, "Oh, that hurts my feelings when you call me a monster." And here comes Gluttony. It's like, ah, like he like jumped on that guy and just ate him. I'm like, dang, Gluttony. And
Mm,
then he was just laying on top of him, just eating him up.
mm, mm, mm.
I was
I
like,
did. Brother Gluttony. What can
yeah, and Envy and Lush are sitting there talking to each other
Yeah.
while
It's
Gluttony in the
another day in
background
the office.
like,
Another day in the office.
yep.
Gluttony eating people.
Yep, there he goes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like to your point, I did like that fight scene too with Scar, Ed, and Al.
Mhm,
But I also was impressed with Scar's fighting abilities because
mhm.
he reminded me of the Matrix.
Yeah,
He can move in what they call bullet time is what we learn now from Matrix.
right.
He just moves in this like it defiles all reality.
Mhm.
And then Al, now Ed is like, what the
Right. He's like he's
fuck?
never seen this
And it's
fighting
like
style
slow
before.
motion.
Mhm.
And then, and that's when he's able to destroy his arm.
Yeah. Yeah, he was able to destroy his arm, and then I was like, "Run, brother, run!" He was like, "No." And the thing is, he's like, "Promise me." Like, he was just talking to him, like, "Promise me you take care of my brother and blah 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 blah. Don't kill my brother." And then when he was like, Scar was so close to kill
Mhm.
Ed, he got shot. But I thought this scene was so funny too because Roy Mustang, he's a fire alchemist, and it was raining, so he was trying to go fight Scar. And then Riza was like, Mustang. So she went to save his life, and she was like, you can't fight in the rain with your abilities. And he was like, oh.
Like somebody, mama, you can't fight in the rain, boy.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is that Hughes, he wasn't even around. And he was like, "Where have you been? This is not my thing." I was hiding.
Boy,
Oh,
you can't fight in no rain. Stop it.
no. So Mace Hughes was hiding, and Roy got humiliated because he almost got killed by Scar because he can't fight in the rain.
Mm,
And
mm,
Riza had to save his life.
mm. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I
But
can't
also,
fight in the rain.
yeah, and also of course the fight with Armstrong. Like a lot of people was like, why does he have to take off his shirt?
I'm Armstrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where All Might comes from. Armstrong.
Oh, for real?
No, I was just joking.
Oh, well, probably.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
possibility.
when did My Hero Academia come out? Because this came out 2009, I believe.
Yeah, this one came out in 2009.
Yeah, it could be.
My Hero. Let's see. It came out in 2014, actually.
Oh, okay. Could be.
Mm-hmm.
They sound the same, except Armstrong has that S curl in the middle of his forehead.
John Henry says that that's Hulk Hogan. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, he looks like Hulk Hogan. I was like, wow.
That can't get. Get past that curl.
The S curl and his mustache. He doesn't have a mouth. Like I'm
That's
like,
all the hair he got. It's just that curl.
curl. I am Armstrong. I am the most powerful man in here. You haven't seen my power. And he's destroying the city. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
great. And this guy is a state alchemist.
Hmm. He's a
Oh,
state alchemist. But the thing is that when like when he was like he was Scar was like shocked about his fighting abilities,
mm-hmm,
and he thought that he had Armstrong, but nope. Armstrong was like, nope, too slow. And then Risa had a chance to shoot Scar, and she shot his glasses off, and that's when they found out that he's from Ishval. So he's an Ishvalian.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like brown skin, red eyes, and they just realized like, oh, he's the last remaining person from Ishval.
Mm-hmm.
So, mhm,
Yeah, and before that, there was this civil war that seems to be in the background of every episode.
mhm,
There was a terrible civil war against the people of Ishval
mhm.
um, and the military.
Yeah, because one of the people in the military killed a little girl,
Mm,
and the people got upset about it, so they had a civil war. So the military decided to find, like, create their alchemists, the military alchemists, to go after the people in this town in Inishfell. And Scar is they said that he's the last remaining Ishvalian,
mm.
basically.
Oh,
So,
wow.
hmm
Wow. Dang. See what I'm talking about? It just gets real.
yeah, it gets real. But
You
you just wait till after episode 8. Like, you think this is real?
uh-huh.
Just you wait. It gets more real.
Dang. Oh, but I guess we roll on into episode 6 then.
Episode 6. This is
Yay.
when he
See?
went back to his hometown because his arm fell off. I mean, his arm got broken.
Yeah, yeah. Al and Ed, they go back to do you remember the name of their hometown?
I'm not good with pronunciations.
Uh,
Uh,
Rish Rishimbull?
re- yeah, reasonable. I think that's what it is.
Reasonable
Yeah.
Bull? No, I'm from the South. Bull Bull.
Bull. Yeah, they
uh,
went. He went back to see the Rock Bell family, aka
yes.
his girlfriend, but it's not his girlfriend yet.
Oh, they're just friends with benefits.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, got
I
it.
ship those too hard.
I'm sure you and everybody else be shipping people.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that before they they got on the train and Alphonse is in a box with animals.
Yeah, yeah, because Ed is traveling with Armstrong.
Yeah, they needed
Back,
bodyguards.
yeah, to go back to their hometown to repair their arm, and then Al's armor.
Hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, where's my brother?" He's like, "Oh, he's all right. He in the back of the train." And it's like the back of the train, and then it's like, "Isn't that what a livestock is?"
And
We
there's
see,
Alphonse in the box with the livestock. I was like,
yeah.
oh, poor
I
Alphonse.
appreciate I appreciate animes because they always have this giant arrow that say he's right here. I'm like, okay,
There he is.
there
There's
he go. He right
Alphonse.
there. There he
There
go.
he is. There he go. There he is.
Oh, you can't find him? Hold on. Let me get
Uh,
his big red arrow. He's right there. And
and you
then it's
hear that
like sound effect. Doink, doink,
doink,
doink.
doink, doink, doink.
Ah.
And
Oh,
he's just standing there with his eyes. Like you see this big old head with this cute
yeah.
eyes. And you go ding, ding, ding.
My brother is not livestock. Like, okay. Oh,
Oh, I love this series so much. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it has a good balance of comedic timing, and
Mhm.
seriousness.
Yes. Yes. And the thing is that I don't mind the voice acting with this anime because I can watch it uh dubbed. You know, there's
Yeah.
only certain animes that I can't watch dubbed. So
Oh, which
I
ones are those?
I can't watch full Fruits Basket dub.
Oh, okay.
And the old school Sailor Moon, I can't watch dub anymore. Even though that's how I first started liking Sailor Moon. It's
Hmm.
just like now after I realized what American did when it first came here, I don't like it.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Fullmetal Alchemist all together is like a pretty awesome anime.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like it's so like you get the sad moments, you get the shocking moments, you get those moments where you want to beat that person's ass because of what they did. Tucker,
Tucker.
a good thing he's dead. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, I don't have the Rona. I'm just coughing because I just said Tucker. Um,
Tucker.
and you have the funny moments, especially when Ed said that his brother is not livestock.
And then a giant arrow
Yeah,
that
ding,
it
ding.
points.
Yeah, but it was still funny. And then when they got off the train, Armstrong saw one of the people that he used to work with,
Oh,
and
I work with him. I know him.
I know him.
I
Hey,
know him from
hey,
work.
let's talk. And he was like, "Oh no, I don't want to talk to you." He was like
Oh.
running away, like he was running for his life. And then Armstrong threw Alphonse in the box.
Yeah, yeah, when
I
they
was like,
Dr. Marco, he was like, "Hey,
yeah,
Dr. Marco." He's like, "Uh-uh." And
nope,
they chased him to his house. Yeah, they chased him to his house and he answered the door with a
with the
gun.
pistol. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that
He
was
said,
funny.
he
How
said,
dare you throw a pistol at me? Ugh.
"Whoa."
They're gonna throw this whole boy at you.
Ow. And then Ed got mad. He's like, "Hey." Oh, it was so funny.
Armstrong has no impulse control at all.
No, no, he really doesn't. That's why he's the most lovable character
With the S curl.
with
Yeah.
the S curl. But they talked about the Philosopher's Stone, and
Yeah.
he had it. Like, he had the Philosopher's Stone, which is interesting. What he had looked like blood.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder where he get that Philosopher's Stone
I
from,
wonder too. Yeah.
because it's blood. So
I just found it really interesting. Like we were talking about this series, it starts to peel back the layers. Like
mhm,
when you watch this series, you think it's pretty cut and dry, right?
mhm,
Because you're like, okay, Ed and Al are working for the state military and they're state alchemists, and these guys they're chasing are bad guys.
yeah,
And it gets more complex and complex or complicated as you peel back the layers. Because
mhm.
with Dr. Marco, he left the government agency because
Of what
he,
happened.
yeah, he just he was ordered to do research on the Philosopher's Stone,
Mhm,
and all that research and everything for the creation of the stone got to him,
mhm,
and he just left because he's like, I'm not helping people, I'm just causing destruction.
mhm,
And that's why he just fled, and he fled to this town with these villagers, and he's like, I
mhm,
can better help these people, and he changed his name.
mhm. Yeah, and then after they left, Lust appeared. You don't remember that scene when Lust came in?
Oh, her.
That's Lust. You forgot her name.
Her. Yeah. Oh, Miss Lusk.
Yeah, that was Lust.
Yeah, when they left, um yeah, they left because he said, I'm not gonna give you the research for the Philosopher's Stone.
Mhm,
What going back, I found it interesting, like you said, he poured out this red liquid, and
mhm,
then it formulated into a stone-like figure.
mhm,
He's like, yeah, this is part of the Philosopher's Stone.
mhm,
And he's like, I thought it was solid. and then he explained that it could formulate any shape or
Mhm.
something, but it wasn't in its full state of a stone.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, but Ed explained what he did, and he's like, if we get the Philosopher's Stone, we can get our bodies back. Of
Right.
course, Dr. Marco was saying, I'm not going to give anybody the secrets to this formula to get this stone because it causes destruction, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
So they was like, all right, cool, fuck him. We just gonna go home. And then they get on the train. They're about to get on the train. Dr. Marco's like, okay, I changed my mind, my bad. And that's when he gives them like directions, to where you can probably find the stone or my research.
Mhm.
Which is a library laboratory.
Yeah.
It's tricky. Yeah.
Yes, it's his library because that's where all the books, his research is located.
Yeah.
And like you said, at first he didn't want to,
Hmm.
and then he gave Ed a note, and the note was telling him where to go to find it,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then when he returned to his house, Les appeared. So
Mhm.
you don't know if Les killed him. It's a possibility that she killed him, because she's looking for, how to create. Maybe she's looking for how to create the Philosopher's Stone because he knows about the Philosopher's Stone and
Mhm.
all of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like I think and all I can say is that there's a good reason why he didn't want people to know how to make the Philosopher's Stone.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's all I
Yeah.
can say now.
I find it interesting how lust and gluttony are always one step,
Closer.
closer. I was gonna say behind, but closer. Like they're always there, right
Mhm.
when Ed or Al leaves a town
Mhm.
or wherever they leave, there's lust and gluttony just
Mhm.
following them.
Mhm.
I really find it interesting that they know their every moves.
Mhm.
Like there's a tracker on them or something.
Yeah. It's like something about those two. Like they're looking for something that we're looking for. So
Mhm.
let's go to these towns and where they're at so we can find it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
When that's when the boys finally go back to their hometown
Mhm.
and
Winnery beat their asses. Oh, I love Winnery.
and her who is that? Her grandma?
Yeah, that's her grandma.
Panko? What's her
Mhm.
grandma's name?
Panko.
Oh, like the crumbs?
Yeah, because she's so small.
She
Her and
I
Ed are
think
about the
you
same
said,
size.
"Ooh, yeah."
Her and Ed are about the same size. That's why she tried to tell him to drink milk. And if you don't drink milk, you won't grow.
Yes, to be a strong, healthy boy, and then people will stop trying to say you're just a little kid, and your
Exactly.
brother is the alchemist.
Hmm.
Because
Oh.
I feel bad because even before I even seen this show, I was looking at Al, who is
Hmm.
now Al, and I was like, "Oh, I get it, Full Metal Alchemist,"
Nope.
and my eyes went down.
Oh, Ed would be
I'm
so
part of the
pissed.
problem. I'm part
Oh,
of the
Ed.
problem too.
Yeah, Ed would be so pissed. Oh my goodness, that's so hilarious.
I was like, "Oh, Full Metal Alchemist, I get it," and his little brother.
Who you calling little?
Hey, you got it now.
And
Look
then
at my arm. I'm the
he's
full
like, I'm not the full metal alchemist. He is. Oh, that little guy over
metal.
there. Who you calling little?
That was exactly my reaction. I was like, "Uh-oh." Yeah,
Oh, poor guy.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Well, what was interesting, like, well, what was funny, Armstrong came in,
Mhm.
and I guess Panko told him to get some firewood, and he
Mhm.
bust through the door, of course, with no shirt on, and he gets some firewood. He's like, "Here is the wood."
He
And
went,
the wood
oh,
looks like little pencils compared to him.
yeah. That's like how he got the wood. It was so hilarious. He had his fist and he was like, ha ha. I'm like, you really, Armstrong, you have to be so dramatic when you're trying to get the wood in no shirt.
Mhm.
Like,
Acknowledge me.
yeah.
And then his shirt magically comes back on.
Right?
And he was like an insurance claim adjuster.
Yes. But she Pinko told the story about Alan Alphonse situation because he wanted to know more about them. And Winnery was, fixing Ed's arm, and Alphonse, he was outside, just chilling. And then when he came downstairs, there's there's Armstrong. He's like, "Oh, oh, Ed, come give me a hug. I didn't know about your story." I'm like, "Oh wow." This big old dude's like just sitting there crying his eyes out after he heard the story about what happened to their mom and everything. They burned their house down and stuff.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he just got so super emotional about that. He just wanted to squeeze Ed so tight. I was like, "Oh Lord, Armstrong, calm down, calm
Yeah,
down. It's okay."
yeah, because yeah, I found that story fascinating too.
Mhm.
Uh, where she talked about how Ed, after he got his state certification, he burnt down their childhood home.
Mhm.
I don't. I guess she explained it further, but I was still trying to figure out why after the certification. I guess too the memories are too much.
Yeah, cuz his mom, like when they try to bring her back, um it she didn't come back correctly, and everything he lost, it felt like he lost everything in that house.
Mm,
And it's just like too much. I feel like that's more like a PTSD situation for him.
mm, okay.
So he feels like the only way to get rid of it is to burn it down. So
Mm,
yeah, he went to his mother's grave, and that's what he always do, is go to his mom's grave. And then Armstrong was just like, oh, this
yeah,
big old man crying his eyes out about it.
yeah, suffocating the boy
Yeah,
in his glorious pecs.
yes. The boy can't breathe, Armstrong. Let him breathe.
Let him breathe, Armstrong, with your ex girl. Let him
Yeah,
breathe.
he's like, you're too strong. You're too
Too
strong.
strong. You too Armstrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't throw that in there because I'm cheesy. But yeah. So anything else from episode 6?
No.
No.
Yeah, no. I think we pretty
Oh,
much
okay.
talked about episode 6, so
Yeah.
uh,
Go.
we
We
got
can roll
the gist
into
of it.
we can roll into 7 then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, good
because
old 7.
episode 7 is when they find out the ingredients needed to create this philosopher's stone.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
juicy.
Very juicy.
Juicy.
Just like you said.
You know very well. Okay. Sorry. I'm back.
Oh man.
But yeah, so Ed, Al, and Armstrong, they find out from the previous episode that the National Library is where Dr. Marco's research is housed
Mhm.
for this philosopher's stone.
Mhm.
And they get on the train, once they like what we didn't talk about was Ed, like his arm is fixed, right? But it's
Mhm.
not up to par. It's like
No.
a loner arm.
Yeah, and Rennery found a screw that she forgot to put on. So
Mm,
she got the screw and tried to go find Ed so that he can get the screw on his arm. And she
mhm,
did tell him, you got to be extra careful with this one because it's
yeah,
not the same as the other one. So,
mhm, yeah.
AKA no fighting.
This ain't a Buick.
No.
It's a
And,
Ford. I'm
and
sorry.
also,
I'm sorry. I regret
Oh, it's
nothing.
all good. It's all good. This is the thing is that that's what we do. We gotta be funny for our show. We don't have
I
to be
regret
serious all
nothing.
the time.
Four cars,
Yeah, we gotta be exciting and all that
terrible air
stuff.
conditioning.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Anyways, I
yeah,
think
go
it
ahead.
was episode at the end of episode 6. Scar was fighting against the homunculus because they smelt his blood,
Mm, yes.
and they fought him and stuff like that, and he went underground and everything, but uh they found like it like he has a very bloody jacket and
Mhm.
everything. So now we can go to episode 7 when Ed, Armstrong, and Al went to the research
Yeah,
library. We
yeah,
just forgot certain parts in episode
yes.
6.
We had to fill in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, as 7, they go to the research library, which is burned down.
Y- Well, not yet.
Not
Well,
yet.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
burnt down.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. It was burnt down, and they're like, "What the fuck? We just got here, dang!" And then lust admitted to gluttony. I burned that shit down.
mhm, she didn't want them to discover his whereabouts, his notes,
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't want them to know the real truth behind the Philosopher's Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So she like if they didn't gone like if they haven't gone to his hometown, they probably would have made it to the library to see everything. But
Yeah,
he had to go to his hometown to get himself fixed and everything. So
yeah,
yeah.
mhm, yeah. And it was a bummer, 'cause
Mhm.
it's like, dang, we got here and we can't find these notes and everything is gone.
Mhm.
And they're depressed,
Yeah.
you know. And Ross and was it Ross and Barsh? I forgot whoever
Those two.
introduced him to this woman. I don't
Mhm.
know how to spell her name. Shiska,
Yeah.
whatever
She's
her name is. Yeah, she has like a
it's
go ahead.
yeah, she was a librarian and she got fired for reading the library text. Like it was so funny when they came in the library. Al saw I mean yeah, Al saw a hand and he's like, "Oh, there's a body underneath the books." She just loved reading books. She can't
Yeah,
help herself.
yeah. She don't want to work. She just want to
No,
read books.
she'd rather read.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Mhm. She's
But
like,
they,
I just can't help it. But
yeah.
she has a photographic memory. So she
Mhm.
knows about the research because she read it.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I yeah, I was getting to that too. Like, yeah, she had this photographic memory. I don't have
Uh-huh.
COVID. I just inhaled some air. But yeah,
Yeah, I
she
don't have either.
it's, it's so sad time you call me, I say I don't have COVID.
There's like,
But
oh, COVID. That's what
yeah,
she said.
just inhaled too much air. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's all it
she
is.
she had a photographic memory, so she can memorize all the research notes from
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Marco,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know.
she wrote down everything that she remembered. And they
Hmm.
was like so happy that she wrote everything down. And they said, "Oh, it's like a cookbook. This is like a cookbook."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. And she makes a transcript from memory. And also, guys, she puts it in this coded language for its protection,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to decipher the code,
Mm-hmm.
the language. And apparently, there are a lot of alchemists do this with secret documents and everything they transcribe. They put in this secret language. It's kind of almost like invisible ink, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, on blank paper.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta figure out how to get this transcript revealed.
Mm-hmm.
But when they do get it revealed, they find out that the ingredients for the Philosopher's Stone is one live human being.
Yeah, human sacrifice.
Oh,
Yay!
human sacrifice, human sacrifice.
Because you remember when he poured something red out that looks like blood.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Philosopher's Stone. It was basically that was the human sacrifice
Mm,
that he had.
mm, mm, mm.
Yep.
Which makes more sense now when Father Castillo or Costio, whatever you want to call his name, um, we thought he had a philosopher's stone on his ring, and then it turned out to be fake because it just broke,
Yeah.
turned into dust.
Yeah.
So it makes sense now that we know that the ingredient for the philosopher's stone is a human sacrifice,
hmm
aka lots of blood.
Yeah, all of the blood,
Give me
all of
all
the
that
blood.
blood for
Yes,
my philosopher's stone.
yes.
Wait,
Because like the thing is that Ed told Ross and um oh gosh, what is his last name? Um
which one?
Brosh. Brosh.
Oh,
He told them not to say anything about it. He doesn't want people to know the main ingredient of the Philosopher's Stone
mhm.
because that is just too much. So they were just freaking out for no reason, and Armstrong was looking at them. It's like, "What's your problem?" They was like, "Oh no, 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 nothing. Nothing's going on here." He's like, "You sure? You guys acting weird."
Yeah,
He was just looking. I was like, what's your problem? Like, what's going on here?"
yeah, because it's a government. It could blow the government up. I was gonna say it's government conspiracy, but yeah,
Mhm.
it is. So they don't want that getting out that
Mm-mm.
human sacrifice is the main ingredient for the philosopher's stone.
Mhm. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I
And the
was
thing is, is that they had to figure out where would it be, and the
mhm.
only thing that they can think of is the jail.
Mm.
So they they decided to go there, and then that's when you hit to episode 8. We're
Yay!
at the prison.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think in the isn't in the what she transcribed as well that there's a fifth laboratory,
Yes, there is a fifth laboratory.
and that's where possibly the philosopher's stone was made.
Yes.
So they're on their way to the fifth laboratory.
Mhm.
But this laboratory is adjacent from a prison,
Mhm.
and Ed is like, I hope they're not using those prisoners for this philosopher's stone.
You wouldn't be surprised because they can be shady.
Yeah, he said it just like that. I hope they're not using them prisoners for this philosopher's stone. And then it's like happy end music. Dun, 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 dun.
My favorite song, which I have on my iPod.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Yeah, I have UE and I have USO, so I got them on my iPod. I pretty much have all of their songs on my iPod.
What other anime songs you have on your iPod before we
I, of
get into
course,
episode 8?
well, of course, I have Sailor Moon. Of course, I have Bleach. I have Black Butler. I have Mod- the Magical Girl Madoka. Um, I have Miku, which is not really an anime character. She's
Hmm.
more like a computer like character and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
she's really popular in Japan. I also have J pop, J rock, J rap, K pop, K rap, K. Well, actually, I like J rock better than K.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, because that. Sorry.
It's okay. When you were talking, I was just thinking about this restaurant in Georgia
Mhm.
called Iron Age,
Mhm.
and it's a Korean barbecue place.
I wish
But
we had that.
they have monitors where they play K-pop
Uh,
music.
yeah.
And that's why I learned about all the K-pop when I went there. I was like, dang, oh, that
Did
beat is tight.
Did they play Shiny? Because I know Shiny is very popular now. It's like I don't know. I know a lot of people who are like big fans of BTS are gonna get mad at me, but I'm just like, you don't understand. Shiny was the band, y'all. They were the band back
I don't know. You have to educate me more on K-pop
then. Okay.
but I just saw a lot of there should be a channel where you can see a lot of K-pop music, K-rap,
Can
whatever.
you can watch it, like you just gotta watch the band channels. Um, there was a channel that they're no longer together. They used to review K-pop music videos and all that stuff.
Mm,
Like I know UK was popular, but popular Shiny and Big Bang. Um, but they had like Girls' Generation and all that stuff, like all the past groups. So now it's Blackpink and then BTS,
mhm.
and I don't know who else is out, but it's just like I got into K-pop before it got really popular. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, one of the OGs.
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm,
Mhm. Like CL, she's from 21, and she's like the popular rapper in
mm.
Korea. So she's pretty cool. Mhm.
I had Seoul Korean street food today.
You're lucky. We don't we have a Korean restaurant,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's not like yours.
Yeah, this one was odd because I was like drive through. It's
Mhm.
odd, and I ordered something twisted potato. I think that's the name of it.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know why in my head, because there's a Korean place at the Georgia State University campus that I used to go to, and they
Mhm.
used to have like these sticky sweet potato treats. And I don't know
Mhm.
why in my head I thought that's what that was. And then when I came home and I saw this giant wooden stick, and I was like, what is this? And then it was like baked potato swirls or whatever around the stick. And I was like, what is this? Is this what
Mhm.
I ordered? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, they also have a hot dog version with fries
Saw
around it.
that. I saw like a Korean hot dog or something like
Yeah.
that.
And I'm like, I want to try that so bad. I don't even know if they have that in the Korean restaurant here.
Yeah. I gotta look up this stuff before I order because I
Mhm.
don't know what I'm ordering. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, that looks good. Okay, I just kidnap you and bring you here.
Yay.
Oh,
Even though I'm 4 hours away. Yay.
you just up the street from the Georgia line. Come
Like
on.
literally, I'm like really like 15 minutes up the street from the Georgia line. I'm like, I'm in Georgia, Mika. You can come down and get me.
Oh, okay, cool. Hold on, I'll be right there in a couple hours.
Okay. All right. I see you in 3 hours.
All right, girl, you hang tight.
Okay. I chill in Thomasville.
Yep, there you go. Chill. Okay, now episode 8.
Episode 8.
Yay! We're just called the fifth
Mm-hmm.
laboratory. Um, so we see well the before it ended in episode 7. Ed and Al were battling the security guards from the fifth
Actually,
building, right?
they're not really security guards. They're more like serial killers, former serial killers in armor, like
Yes.
Al.
Yes.
And like it's like their armor looks better than Al, though.
It does look better.
So,
But Al's is cuter though.
he's so cute.
Yeah, he got an apron on and everything.
Hmm.
Cooking, fixing some cookies.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he knows how to cook. The boy knows how to cook.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, they were battling these guards, and
Hmm.
I think they didn't have names, they just had numbers like 66 and 48. This is the most random numbers ever.
Hmm. And
But
then yeah, 48. Yeah,
yeah, they were Al was attacked by guard 66 who turned out to be a mass serial killer.
the slasher.
A
And he was like,
slash.
I never heard of you before.
What do you mean you didn't hear about me?
He got so offended.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the
He's like,
slasher.
no, I don't know you.
What? Dang, I killed all them people for nothing.
Yeah, you did.
And he
Who
went
was he
into his
again?
long monologue. And I don't think Al asked him about it, but he
No.
was like, "Don't you want to know who I am?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "I'm gonna tell you anyway."
And he said he just sitting there telling the whole story and everything. And Al was just like, I really don't know who you are. So, and he's like, you don't know who I am? He's like, no,
Mm-mm.
no, not really.
I don't know who you are. Do
I
I?
don't
Am I
even know.
supposed to know you?
I was like, I've never heard of you before.
Yeah. Who are you? Seriously, can't we just fight?
Yeah, let's fight here. It's like, who
Yeah.
is you?
Who is you? And then Ed is battling 48, who's a former death row inmate.
Mm-hmm.
And Ed, yeah, because Ed, he goes into this room and he sees this gosh, what is it? It's like a blood ritual.
Yeah,
Uh
it's the area
trans
where they got the
transmutation
philosopher's stone.
circle. That's what it,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, "What's this? Um I hope this isn't like prisoners' blood sacrifices for the philosopher's stone."
Well,
And then 48 said, "Yeah, that's exactly what it is." Like, where you came from? Dang.
how did you die?
Yeah. And
He's like, how did this happen?
we
It's
find out
just
he has
like,
a blood, they call it blood rue. And I had to
mm-hmm.
look that up. Is when their soul is bound to, I got it, inanimate metal object.
Yep, just like Al.
Hmm.
And the sad thing is that um 48 was telling like putting things, not 48, 66.
Hmm.
66 was putting things in Al's head to make him think that he's not a real person. And he asked him, "You know you're a real person. You're just your brother's puppet. How do you
Mm,
know all those stories?" And then he was like, "But Winry and Kinko know about me." They was like, "They're probably on this too,"
mm,
And it's just like Al is just getting all emotional about it and stuff, and he's just putting all this hurtful stuff in his head.
Yeah, that was messed up. I mean, his
Hmm.
Al is already a sensitive boy anyway, and he's
Yeah.
twisting his mind up with doubts. Like, how do you know you're a real person? You
Hmm.
probably were always like this metal object, and I don't know. It was very sad,
Hmm.
because he was starting to question his own existence. How
Yeah. He got
was I a
really
real
depressed about
person?
it.
Was I human? Am I human? I want
Hmm.
to be human. Maybe I'm Pinocchio. And
It's
maybe
like,
that's
am
what.
I my brother's puppet? Like, is my brother controlling me?
Hmm.
It's just like so sad about how
Yeah.
he's feeling.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And of course, good old lust and envy are back with
Yeah,
gluttony.
hello.
They're like, "Hey y'all, oh these guys again.
Like, hey, how you doing? It
How
was like,
you
we're not gonna let you just like, say anything. But before they came in,
doing?"
Ed was able to knock down 66 head. And then all of a sudden his body started attacking. And he was like, wait a minute, what is this? And come to find out that there were like there were two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So one brother's soul was in the head and the other brother's soul was on the bottom.
Dang, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ed had to knock over, like destroy the bottom half so that the top half can't get him. So he copied Scar's move to
Mm,
do that. So 48 was about to tell him about the human sacrifice, but Lust killed like got to the soul part in his helmet before he said anything, aka she killed him.
mm-hmm.
So the only way that you can kill them is by touching that marking that holds their soul.
Mm. Wow. Yeah. She's like, "Hush, child.
Mm-hmm. It's
They
like
don't need to
you
know
shouldn't be
this.
talking.
They don't need to know these secrets yet."
Mm-hmm. Like let them keep guessing.
Yeah. This is fun. I like when they guess.
Mm-hmm. Say, bitch, you guessing.
Mm-hmm. and and then we find out I got like there was a prison explosion.
Mhm.
The lab exploded, and that
Mhm.
shook the prison. And
Mhm.
one of the prisoners, who I forgot his name, it activated this blood circle tattoo on the palm of his hands, I think,
Mhm.
which is
It's Chimley, I think.
Chimney. Chimney?
Chimley.
Oh, okay. I probably won't remember that, but yeah.
Just remember him as the bomber uh alchemist.
Okay.
He's the one that destroyed Ishval.
Oh, okay. I don't know why when you said that, the first thing that came in my head was that song from Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm.
Chimney,
Chimney, chim chim.
chim, chiroo. I don't know, something's wrong with me. But anyway,
It's okay, because his name is his name.
he and later on the state alchemist side, we're introduced to Zoth Kimley
Mm-hmm.
and oh wait, that's the one. That's his name. Zoth. Who is
Yeah,
Chimney?
Kimbley. Yeah, that's his name, Kimbley.
Kimley. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the one with the tattoo on it.
Yeah,
But
he recognizes the sound of high explosions.
mm,
Um, and he was ecstatic about it because it brought him more memories about Ishval, the Civil War.
mm,
And yeah, but uh yeah, Kimbley, he's something else. I don't know why I said Chimbley. It's Kimbley. Oh,
Kim. Oh,
it's Kimbley. Don't mind me.
I, well, after this, I would like to figure out what the inspiration was for this series from the creator, because I'm hearing a lot about the Civil War at Ishbal, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing about the military, and they're trying to destroy the uprising of the people.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to read more on the creator and figure out what their inspiration is and talk about a little bit of that next week too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really fascinated with this whole concept of a civil war that
Mm-hmm.
seems to be in the background of this whole series.
Mm-hmm. And they're using humans for sacrifice.
Yeah. Hmm.
Human sacrifice.
Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much episode 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, cool.
We
That
finished in
worked.
time.
Yeah, that worked out doing 4 through 8.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
next,
we
yeah, what do you
might
want to do next week?
um well, do you want to continue on with the Full Metal Alchemist series, or is it like too long and
No,
everything?
no, we're going ahead
Okay.
with as much as we can to May.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sorry, March.
March. Yep, May. All right, let's get
It's
to
gonna be
May.
May to
It's
March.
gonna get May.
It's gonna be May.
May.
So next Friday we will do episode 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep.
Yeah. So
9
9
to
through 12.
12. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So why don't you tell them where they can follow us?
You guys can follow us on Facebook, Two Blurred Girls Podcast. You can also follow us on Twitter, blood at blurred two blah. Follow us on Twitter at blurred two girls. I can talk.
Yeah.
Also follow us on Instagram, two blurred girls underscore podcast. Uh let's see, subscribe to us on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. Two blurred girls podcast on YouTube. And also follow us on Twitch. We are Two Blurred Girls Podcast on Twitch. And also hit that follow button for us. We
Yeah.
haven't gotten all the way up to the top where, you guys can what do they call it? I got to get the term for Twitch because we're not there yet. We're not affiliates with Twitch yet.
Oh,
So we'll get there. We'll
okay,
get there.
yay.
Yeah.
Uh.
Mm-mm-mm.
Cool.
Yeah. So make sure you guys are watching us there because we are awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
let's Oh, subscribe. You can subscribe to us on Twitch. So
yeah.
yeah.
And we also have a audio podcast,
Mhm.
and our audio podcast is on Apple. Um,
Apple.
you can also find us on Google.
Mhm.
We're also on iHeartRadio.
Yay.
Yay! And we're also on Anchor Podcast. So
Mhm.
just look for Two Blur Girls on these platforms and Goodpods. Our friend John from Movie Lovers Unite is on Goodpods. And
Mhm.
Goodpods is like the social media for podcasters. You can
Mhm.
share each other's episodes. You can see which podcasts are in the top 100, and
Mhm.
we have been in the top 100 for a month or two.
Yep.
Seems
Oh,
like,
thanks to you guys. So thanks for
yeah.
listening to
Thanks,
us.
guys. Yeah. We're also on Amazon Music. Ooh,
Oh,
in the
yeah,
big,
that's cool.
yeah, and then the rest of them they won't let me put up because I guess we got too many of these up. But anyway, we're on aside from Amazon Music, we're also on Audible. So you can
Mhm.
subscribe to us on Audible as well. Where else are we? Did I leave? I know I left a few out. Spotify.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Yes, we're on Spotify as well. And a couple other streaming platforms.
Mhm.
So you can follow us there. Our goofy little show we have going on here.
Yes,
You can,
we are special women who like to have
yes,
fun.
yes, and we don't have a script.
Nope. What is a script? I don't know what that is.
What is that? I don't know.
Never heard of
We
it.
just kind of wing it.
Mhm. Because the thing is, if we have a script, I feel like we'll be too boring. You gotta have excitement. You gotta be yourself. You can't
Yeah.
be like all serious all the time.
No, 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 no. Those are the true words from the poet Tamara.
Yay! I'm a poet. I always wanted to be one.
Mhm. I am, therefore I am. I'm not a poet.
Yeah, what is a
Yeah.
poet? I don't know what that is.
So next next week we'll continue on with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Mhm.
So be sure to watch along with us and come with your questions in the comment section of our live shows, and you can be part of the show as well.
Mhm.
How about that?
How about those apples?
She said it. All right.
I, I got the mic drop. Bam. Even though there's no
Oh,
mic, I don't have
yeah.
a mic yet. I'm still
Yeah.
using my laptop.
Oh. Well, you can drop the remote.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wait, hold on. There we
Oh.
go.
God, that would caught me off
Oh.
guard. I'm like, did she fall?
No, no. If I fell, I probably would have had to go to the hospital because I would have hit my head
Oh,
on my
Tamara,
dresser.
you're no
Yeah.
fun.
No. I can't be clumsy.
Yes, yes, these are difficult times to be clumsy. Yes.
Mhm.
But anyway, on a lighter note, Tamara dropped the remote, which means her mic drop moment. And that means
Mo-
she'll see you next Friday.
mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, bye.
Yeah.